get a warrant and arrest Cyrus for now.
I make my own choices, and that's never gonna change.
I don't want you going anywhere near him.
Willow might be exactly what Scout needs.
Drew hasn't given me a choice. I have to do something.
I'm not getting up!
General Hospital latest update. Chad Duell, the actor behind Michael Corinthos on General Hospital, hints at possibly not returning after his character's exit due to personal reasons, including grieving his father's death. Although Duell is leaving for now, he hasn't ruled out future projects, leaving Michael's future uncertain and possibly paving the way for a recast. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital's Chad Duell hints he might not return to General Hospital as Michael. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Chad Duell's Michael Corinthos' exit story is already underway at the ABC soap now that his character has been badly burned in a fire. It looks like Michael will need plenty of time to recover at a clinic due to his burns, so his departure allows for the possibility of Duell's comeback. However, there are no guarantees that Duell will be willing to reprise the role of Michael now that he's taking this extended break. In an interview with Maurice Bernard, Sonny Corinthos, on his State of Mind podcast, Chad Duell opened up about his departure and return chances. Duell is stepping away for personal reasons, especially since his father recently passed away and he's still trying to process that. Of course, Duell also has a young son, so he's going to focus on his family and concentrate on his life outside the soap bubble. That said, Duell didn't rule out the idea of pursuing other projects now that Michael's departure is happening. Look, if other opportunities come, the right ones, I'm like, okay, let's do it, Duell said. Duell also acknowledged that GH executive producer Frank Valentini didn't need to do that when he left the door open for his return as Michael, but he's grateful and feels blessed that he could possibly still come back somewhere down the line. In other words, nothing is set in stone when it comes to Chad Duell reprising the role of Michael Corinthos. It's worth mentioning that this open door could also pave the way for a Michael recast if the show ultimately hires another actor to play the part. In November 2024, Valentini spoke about Duell's departure and hinted about there being no plans to recast his role at this time, but you never know in daytime. If Duell delays his return too long or decides he doesn't want to make a comeback, Valentini could opt to continue Michael's story with someone else playing him instead. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Michael moving forward, so stick with us for more predictions on his future story arcs and any recast news down the road. General Hospital spoilers say Michael's going to make his exit for now. Today's next update, Jason makes a choice that stuns Sonny and Tracy, plus, Joss screws up big time. Today on General Hospital, Lucky and Elizabeth team up against Cyrus, Kai is injured in the big game, and Carly once again turns to Jack for help. Joss finds Anna at the PCPD and asks to speak privately. They head into the interrogation room, and Joss asks Anna to arrest Cyrus for stabbing Dex. Anna asks why she thinks Cyrus stabbed Dex. Joss tells her that Dex was supposed to kill Cyrus for Sonny, which Anna knows. Joss goes on to tell her what Felicia recalled about Cyrus' bell ceasing ringing right before Dex was stabbed in Rice Plaza. She thinks it's because he was stabbing Dex. Anna tells her she has no evidence, they have no surveillance footage, and no witnesses. Anna asks why Cyrus would move for revenge now, months after Sonny gave Dex those orders. Joss doesn't know, but nobody else had motive or opportunity. Joss insists it was Cyrus, and Anna has to do something. Lucky and Liz go out to dinner at the Port Charles Grill. Lucky is glad they are doing this, but Liz tells him another man has caught her eye. She looks over, and there is Cyrus. Lucky says if they can't question Cyrus, they can observe him. Liz gives Lucky that chance and accidentally knocks over a drink, bringing Cyrus over to clean up. Liz thanks him for his help and apologizes. Cyrus asks how his nephew Lucky is, and how Lulu is. Lucky harshly tells him to stay away from him and Lulu. Cyrus apologizes and walks off. Liz asks what that was. Lucky says if he were nice to him, he'd be suspicious. However, she was a great good cop to his bad cop, and maybe Cyrus will open up to her given she was kind to him. She asks how they get him to open up. Lucky says he'll be right back and rushes off. Lucky returns as Liz is chatting with and thanking Cyrus for his help earlier. Cyrus sees Lucky and walks off, and Liz tells Lucky it worked, and she says she might be able to get Cyrus open up to her. She thinks she could manage to run into him at Rice Plaza, or she could volunteer at the redemption mission. Lucky doesn't think that's a great idea, and it's not safe. Suddenly, a cop shows up, and Cyrus leaves with him. Liz suggests they take off, given Cyrus has been possibly taken into custody, but Lucky says there is no harm in staying and enjoying a dinner. Liz suggests they can discuss their plans over the meal. Lucky admits he doesn't want her going near Cyrus. Liz thanks him for his concern, but she's been taking care of herself for a long time. She is also the head nurse, and Cyrus tried to kill patients in her hospital. She needs to see him brought to justice. Lucky says she's right, and he hasn't forgotten how strong, resourceful, and resilient she is. However, he likes being those things for her too, whether she needs him to or not. He never needs to be reminded how amazing she is, and they should investigate Cyrus her way. Liz suggests they do it their way. Back at the PCPD, Anna questions Cyrus in the interrogation room as Joss watches from the window. Anna explains she is following up with the people in Rice Plaza the day of Dex's stabbing, and asks him to take her through that day. Cyrus says he was there accepting donations, and when the fight broke out, he stepped away for a refreshment and to take a break and let his arm relax. She says that isn't what she told Chase that day. Cyrus cuts to the chase and asks why he's really here. Anna says he was at the scene of the crime and had a motive to stab Dex, but Cyrus says he forgave Dex for his misdeeds long ago. Anna sends him off with a warning: if he does commit a crime, she won't hesitate to go after him. Cyrus walks out of the room. Suddenly, Joss rushes up and screams that Anna can't let him go, she has to arrest him. Cyrus asks for what? Joss says, for stabbing Dex. Cyrus realizes that's why he is here and tells Joss that he knows she's grieving, so he forgives her suspicions and accusations. Anna tells him that he can go, and he says, "Peace be with you both, and with Dex." Anna informs Joss that she was never going to arrest Cyrus, but bringing him down here was to rattle him, and perhaps he would trip himself up. Now, thanks to Joss, he knows they are suspicious of him, and she basically told him which of his tracks he needs to cover. Drew stops by Alexis' office, which she asked of him. She lets him know Diane isn't here, and she called him to speak about Scout. She tells him that she's worried about Scout, as Sam wanted her to stay with her brothers. Now she's living in a hotel, isolated from her brothers. He insists it is temporary, and he's going to stay here in Port Charles, not move to Washington, and he'll lease a place. Alexis asks how Willow fits in. Drew hopes Willow will be a part of his life and believes Willow could be just what Scout needs. Alexis asks, what Scout needs, or you need. She asks how solid his relationship is with Willow. He admits they are still figuring things out. Alexis tells him to figure it out, as Scout needs stability. Alexis believes it is why Scout should stay with her. Drew won't let her take his daughter, but Alexis insists she isn't doing that. She is only giving him a little time to figure things out while Scout stays with her. Drew appreciates her offer but says what he has with Willow is real, and it can be real for Scout and Willow too. At the hospital, Felicia tells Carly and Jason that Willow has taken everyone off Michael's visitation list. Carly says she's going to call Diane about this and walks off. Sasha appears, and Carly returns and reveals Tracy has barred Willow from taking the kids. Carly says this is all Drew's doing and suggests they call a press conference and expose the real Drew to his constituents. Felicia says she's seen family feuds like this turn nasty, and none of this will help Michael or his children. Carly asks Jason to step in, and he says he's on it and walks off. Carly also says she has to do what she has to and storms off. Felicia tells Sasha she shouldn't say this to a pregnant woman, but she can use a drink. Sasha offers to be her designated driver. Later, Jack arrives, and Carly thanks him for coming. She explains her and Michael's situation and asks if he knows of the Baranski Clinic in St. Petersburg. He does, and they developed a revolutionary treatment for scars. She asks if he could get Michael in, but he reveals it no longer exists. He informs her that one of the doctors has set up a new clinic in Germany, but the clinic only serves a unique set of clients, and Michael doesn't have a chance of getting in. Jack, however, says he'll try to get Michael into the clinic. Carly thanks him and hopes Willow will let Michael go there. At the Brown Dog Bar, Cody watches the PCU game with a big crowd. Trina and Gio are there, and Trina is also glued to the game. PCU is killing it, and Trina says Kai is on fire. Emma appears and asks Doug if she can sit with them. Gio tells her she can, as long as she doesn't rob anyone. He introduces himself and his friend Trina. Emma introduces herself, and Trina says Joss said she was back. Trina asks what this is about, a robbery. Emma reveals that petty theft is a hobby, showing that she's already lifted Joe's phone. Sasha and Felicia arrive, and Felicia walks over and asks if Emma has a minute. They step away, and Felicia is worried about Emma being out and having a little too much fun, as the last time she did, she got herself expelled for property damage. Emma knows she screwed up, but it's her life to live and her choices to make. Felicia likes her independent streak but asks her to use her fresh start in town wisely. Meanwhile, Cody spots Sasha in a terrific mood, tells Sasha it's good to see her, and says all his dreams are about to come true. He tells her that he bet all the money Drew gave him on this game, and it's a sure thing. Suddenly, Kai is apparently sacked, and Trina cries out, "Kai's not getting up." Eventually Trina notes Kai is sitting up, and Cody hopes Kai can shake it off. Trina notes they are walking him off the field, and he's holding his throwing arm. Gio says he'll be fine and notes he's not on a stretcher. Trina can't watch anymore and has to hope Kai is okay. She and Gio leave. The game ends, PCU loses, and Cody loses his money. Cody laments he should have known he'd lose everything as he always does. Cody takes off, and Sasha feels for him. Sonny shows up at the Quartermain Mansion's front door and tells Tracy that he wants his grandkids. She invites him in and refuses to let the kids go as they are Quartermains. Sonny points out that their last name is Coronithos. Tracy argues that this is Drew's doing, he is the enemy, so take care of him. Sonny asks what she wants him to do. Tracy can't believe she has to tell the Dawn of the East Coast to handle Drew accordingly. Sonny says Willow has rights to those kids, and if he doesn't get them to Willow, he won't be able to see his son. Tracy reminds him that before he adopted Michael, he was AJ's son. She snaps, "You know who else wants to see their son, Monica, but she can't because you killed him." Jason arrives in a panic, and Tracy was expecting him. He tells her that Michael needs his family right now, and that includes his kids, so please tell him where they are. Tracy is stunned as that is the first time he's said please, tells them they are upstairs, but to also let Monica know that he's taking her great-grandchildren. Tracy says Monica loves Michael and loves those kids, and even if they give them to Willow, she could still deny them access to Michael. She argues that Drew is the one calling the shot, and he's using those kids to hurt them all. She also says Willow is not in a good place herself and currently isn't in the mindset to take care of those kids. Sonny orders Jason to get the kids. Tracy begs Jason not to break his mother's heart. For once in his life, don't choose Sonny, choose his family. Jason tells Sonny that he's sorry, but he can't take the kids from Monica. Sonny states this isn't over and storms out. Outside, Sonny grabs his chest, having another heart issue, and takes his pills. He walks off. Back inside, Tracy tells Jason that he just made his father so proud. She hugs him, and he hugs her back. On the next General Hospital, Stella visits Kai in the hospital. Willow lashes out at Nina for asking her to bow down to Carly and Sonny. Gio finds Cody in the stables and in a bad mood. Brooklyn tells Chase that she wishes she had a fraction of his optimism. Tracy lashes out at Carly saying that woman's life was never the same since the moment she set foot in this town. Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.